The United States has reopened its land and air borders to travellers from much of the world, 20 months after a ban was first imposed. Now, this easing of restrictions covers the UK, Brazil, China, India, Ireland, South Africa and the 26 European countries in the Schengen zone, potentially tens of millions of travellers. There are still some rules in place, though. To be eligible to travel, people will need to be fully vaccinated with an authorised jab. 8 vaccines, you might know them as Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, Covaxin, Covishield, Sinopharm and Sinovac. They will require 2 jabs and Johnson & Johnson the single jab. Travellers will have to provide proof of vaccination, and they will also have to provide either a negative COVID test result or show that they have recently recovered from the virus. Now, children don't need to be vaccinated, but any age between 2 and 17 years old will have to take a COVID test between 3 and 5 days after arriving in the US. Let's bring you the thoughts now of some people very happy that they're able to fly to the US again.
Oh, we're going to New York and Nashville. And what are your plans? Where are you on holiday? You're on holiday.
Gonna see Elvis Presley's house, ride some horses and do some shopping.
And have you guys been out to the States before? When was the last time you went out? Oh, a while ago. Nobody's been anywhere for ages, have they? Last time we went, where did we go last? I went LA last time, but now we want to explore a couple of new states. Great. And when you saw that America was going to be opening back up again, was this one of the first places that you wanted to go to? Were you sort of desperate to get out to the States in particular?
Just wanted to go on holiday. Yeah, just anywhere I could go. Happy to go.
We had this booked and we've had to move it a couple of times, so we were so happy. When we heard it was opening on the 8th, we said, right, put it on the 8th. We rang Virgin straight up and said, put us on the 8th, first flight there.
Well, their flight is currently heading to the US. We can show you it actually lifting off just a short time ago. And as you might expect, airlines, which have lost fortunes during the pandemic, are thrilled about this news. They even staged this rare double takeoff from Heathrow, featuring planes from both British Airways and Virgin Atlantic. Our transport correspondent Caroline Davies spoke to the chief executive officers from both companies.
Shy, to start with you first, you are the CEO of Virgin Atlantic, but you haven't been able to fly UK travellers across the Atlantic, in the vast majority of cases, for 20 months. What sort of impact has that had on your business?
Well, our story has been very well documented, but today really is a day of celebration. Finally, after more than 600 days, this important corridor between the UK and the United States is opening. And just to hear these stories of uniting loved ones, but also allowing business to connect and start getting back to normal activity is really a day of celebration. I'm glad to do it here with British Airways and for joint takeoff today.
And Sean, some people are worried as well that now that travel is back open again to America, that flight prices might go up. What reassurance can you give? Is that something that people are going to see?
Well, look, I can say there's fantastic value out there at the minute, and we're adding as many seats as we possibly can. So today we're flying to 17 cities in the United States, and by December it will be 23. And I think by summer you will see, all the frequencies back that were there in summer 19. So there is great value out there. Airlines are promoting very good fares. But I would say book early and make your plans, because there's a lot of demand for people to reunite like we have seen with family and loved ones. And that's certainly what we've seen since the announcement came about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Now, a really crucial question, of course, is that this is happening during the week of COP26, focus on transport this week. This is a major long-haul destination. What are both of your airlines doing about emissions and pollution? Can I start with Shai?
Yeah, of course, COP26 is a major event, and aviation is a big part of life, both for businesses and families. So we believe that we need to innovate further, but we've both set targets for net zero by 2050, but action must start today and now. We're both flying A350s, which are the most efficient planes out there for long-haul travel. We're going to do everything we can to find sustainable aviation fuels, but it's really also about having the youngest fleet in the sky, which we're promoting as a necessary step towards that net zero goal of 2050.
And Sean?
Yeah, I would echo what Shai is saying, and I think the A350 is very exciting because the aircraft it replaces today was the 747, and the fuel burn is about 40% less. And secondly, we're trialling sustainable aviation fuel today because 37% of the fuel on our flight will be SAF, and that gives you an insight into what the future holds. So we will be embarking on offsetting, we'll be committing to the development of sustainable aviation fuel, but we're also seeing some exciting innovations come along in the form of hydrogen technology that we also expect to be part of the solution. So aviation has a good story to tell. It's got a pathway to net zero by 2050, and we're starting now.